Welcome everybody. Welcome to Project Zomboid. I am just some dude on the internet, and today we are going to be continuing our takeover of Riverside. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for the 12th stream of the series here on our character, Francisco Foltz. I apologize that I had to leave in quite a hurry last time. I was getting some weird sounds going on with my audio interface, and I ended up figuring out what the issue was. So hopefully that's going to be taken care of from this point forward. Well, our goal today, Mr. Francisco Foltz, where we left him off, was actually inside of a house. I think we ran across the street, but there is a survivor house that we have been trying to gain access to for quite some time. Let's take a look out the windows really quick. What is up, Plasmid? Welcome back. It is good to see you. Happy post-Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed your holiday, that you're just getting to enjoy some downtime. Things are going pretty well over here. Oh, we got some scout cookies. Don't mind if I do. I need to remind myself what I even have in here. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm carrying the bag. The bag that I should probably put those scout cookies in. So now that I'm kind of confident that I'm not going to be eaten alive, let's take a look at where we are in the map right now. So we have over the last several, I'll pause the game so I'm not going to die. Over the last several streams, we have pushed further and further into Riverside, namely to try to solve the problem that we had had of malnutrition. Now we have pushed further and made it to this survivor house. The survivor house in question was across the street from the Gigamart, from this little note that we had found. We didn't really get to investigate that house before people jumped in, so we still need to go inside and actually see what is going on. But we are now across the street in this house. But this is the rich side of town. And this is part of our Operation Last Man Standing, with our objective to investigate the survivor home. And once we finish off these blocks here, this is Riverside. We have scouted everything that we need in Riverside, and that leaves some really interesting plot points for us to explore. We've got a golf course to the south. We have coal field, which I'm interested in taking a look at to try to arm ourselves with our shotgun ammunition. But we're going to focus first on this rich set of neighborhoods. We've made our way into the gated community, so hopefully we'll find something of use. I'm hopeful that if I check these black buildings here, which are the industrial, that we can find the sledgehammer. We have found an axe and a hatchet. We found a whatever the hell it is that we're using right now, metal bar, basically. And I think that we had found a machete that ended up breaking, but we're gonna see what this neighborhood has to offer. And there was supposedly a block party over here as well. The holidays be busy, LOL, but yes, it was pretty good. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Now oh yeah, no, look, our machete is still alive. Awesome. We are at 70 kilograms with 2 arrows pointing up. So since we last have seen one another, Plasmid. Oh, you're shitting me, dude. There's a real mortar and pestle here? That's the first time I found a real one. And I'm going to take the empty bowl. But since we last saw one another, Francisco has been very busy surviving. We did find a bunch of butter. We went into the old schoolhouse that was there and broke into the cafeteria. We went into the Gigamart and found a lot of butter. And we've stocked up in a little house that's relatively close to here with all of that stuff. So I've been using that butter, and instead of just eating the butter like a fool, I've been mixing the butter into my oatmeal, which I've been cooking on a propane grill. Big brain. A doodle of nothing much. What is this? A flyer, AMZ Steel. Is Francisco a wizard now? Yes, I went into the schoolhouse and I found a wizard hat, and we read a story that was supposedly supposed to calm our character down. So I have temporarily set aside the bucket hat, and we are donning the cap of wizard. AMZ Steel provides the highest quality metals and metal products to America. With an annual capacity of 400,000 net tons, our Kentucky plant helps our customers innovate, solve, and excel. Iron runs in our blood, and AMZ Steel forges in America for the next century. AMZ Steel, turning America into a fortress, one girder at a time. An American-made zinc company, a Hokkaido Steelworks subsidiary, 48 Steelworks Road, Ekron, Kentucky. Ooh, okay, yeah. That's the steel mill that we haven't visited quite yet. Might be worth taking a look at back whenever we go toward Camp Foltz. Interesting that we found an actual thing that points that out now. But it is 3:50 p.m. this day. I think that we're still on the same day here. Box of tissues, a postcard from Asia. Okay, so there's a spot for us to sleep. But let's look out the window. Yeah, and we're pretty hungry right now. Well, my character does have... Do I have any food that I have stored in here? Got my bandages. I've got my scout cookies. You know what? When in doubt, we're going to just tap into those scout cookies. I think that this is a good time for that. So looking out into the brave unknown, this is the house that we were led to. We used our crowbar. That's the word. That's what I was looking for. We made our way with a crowbar and broke into that building, but we haven't gotten to see exactly what is there yet. We did learn how to make a bomb as well. An aerosol bomb. So whenever we find hairspray and things of the like, those bottles become more important. And I did find a timer at least. So I think that we have nearly all of the materials that we need to be able to make an explosive with like a timer on it. And we still have a bunch of unused Molotovs that are just waiting for the right opportunity. All right, this house is looking like we got really nothing of value up here. Oh my God, I locked myself in the closet. More painkillers. Never say no to the painkillers in the zombie apocalypse. But yeah, our weight is under control. We wanted to get that to 75. We're still low weight. Once that hits 75, we should be good. But that butter has gone a long way in ensuring that we keep our weight up. We've also found several books that we have tapped into to try to bolster I think our tailoring was one of them. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hang on. I hear somebody. Okay, there's guy right outside my house. Let's take care of this guy. Hello. Goodbye. Evidently, I didn't go inside. Man, it is windy. Tarp, flashlight, large hooks. These things become important, I think, for crafting. Yeah, you need that for smelting things. Large ceramic crucible, coke, charcoal. Okay, well, and we did create. I think that there is a kiln that you can make that you just burn and you get like ash. But we'll worry about that later. Yeah, it's getting cold because it is now October 6th. Now there were a lot of friends over there, if I recall. So we did our due diligence to try to break into this neighborhood last stream, but I believe that we got cornered and zombies started kind of coming in the house. Oh, okay. Speaking of the zombies, I found them. Let's retreat, fam. All right, we're gonna make sure that we got nobody trying to munch on us, and then we're just gonna go to town here. One after another. Let's go. One. Yep. 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 Get him. Get him. There's another one. There's another one. They are all dead. All of them dead. Every last one. Oh yeah. And since the last stream, we did break over into the 1,000 kill range. 1,072 Zeds is where we are at. Dude, they are, oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 of them? Okay. Oh, let's not go that direction. Let's deal with them in the front yard, I guess. Right, there is 4 that are immediate problem. Okay. And now we got 2 left. All right, that looks to be the last of them. Anything of importance? Nothing that I can see. Run away, run away, run away. Yeah, that's pretty much. Whenever you turn a corner and you go, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That has happened a handful of times. Yeah, so we spent the last couple of streams really going into the Gigamart in the school. I found a bunch of books, and we've taken over a basement in the northwest part of town, and we've moved the vehicle over there. We do have the gas station now. I am hopeful. Please tell me that there's a Jenny in here. Is there a God? No. In Francisco's world, at least. All right, well, we'll close that. More respirator filters, small punch and chisel sets, flashlight, light bulb. Okay, what's in here? Calipers, claw hammer, and a wooden rod. Those calipers, what are they used in? Forging a wrench. Okay, well, that's not what we are doing. And I got two more, okay, three buddies. I gotta clear the house so I can go inside so I can see the shit that's in there. Oh shit. But yeah, since our food situation is in a much better state, what the hell? Who is just slamming their body against the door? God has pieced out, says Plasmid. All right, there we go. Down she goes. Out the window you go. Dead. All right, come on, here comes another one. Dead. Yes, either these zombies were outside and they ended up breaking in here, or I think that maybe I entered a different room and they were in the room and I had to run away. Either of the two. But there was a problem with my audio interface at the very end of last stream. I'll kind of go into that right now while I deal with this zombie. So lately, over the last 3 streams, I have streamed and recorded the gameplay and all of the audio stems at the same time because I'm trying to be a smart cookie and set myself up for some post-production, some compilations, all that stuff, right? Well, little old me started running into problems pretty consistently where I was like, dude, after like 2 hours of gameplay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm hearing like crackles and my audio interface is lagging when I'm moving stuff. At the very end of last stream, anytime that I would speak specifically, I was getting all these like weird cracks. And I came to find out through some AI assisted research that because I have an external audio interface and I'm trying to record all of the stems in Ableton and do all that stuff at the same time, over an extended period of time, you can have like clock desync, I guess. And yeah, so rather than deal with all of that mess again, because I did stream for like 4.5 hours on Halloween and that went swimmingly, I am just not going to record the individual stems through here. And I totally did not hit the record button on my Rodecaster. So this is just going to be a stereo mix. This guy got blacksmithing in here. What? Blacksmithing 2, melee weapons schematic. Here, we're going to I'm gonna try to put some of these things away. We are gonna take the blacksmithing too. There's a whetstone and a golf club. Instant popcorn. Okay, now we're talking. Let's just keep making sure that nobody else is in the house. All right, here's the garage. Nobody's in here. Got the muffler. Okay, a file. Nuts and bolts, more large hooks. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Empty bottle. Damn, that looked like that would have had antiseptic or disinfectant. Ooh, there's a basement in this house. Okay, hang on. Before we check the basement, got some mac and cheese. Melee weapons schematic. Okay, hang on. We got several of these melee weapon schematics. And a broken share leg. How lucky are we? Saucepan. Corkscrew. All right, well, we'll come back for these guys in a moment. We're going to check downstairs. Anybody down here? Oh shit, is this an antique oven? Am I able to pick that up? It's an old stove. All right, ball peen hammer, and it's too heavy for my inventory. This is something I was looking for actually, to bring back to Camp Foltz. So this stove, yeah, you just put stuff in and you can cook indoors and heat and all that stuff. Oh look, they got logs here. So lucky us. Okay, Carpentry 1, a guide to nailing. Well, that's not gonna help us, unfortunately. Okay, and I don't think there's really anything else of value downstairs. Okay, but there is an antique stove. Or just a old stove, whatever we want to call it. What is it? Is it old stove? Yeah, okay, I think they renamed it to old stove. Let's put a map here. We are gonna pull up the map, put an icon right here. Old stove. Phenomenal. Okay. So that old stove is something that we will want to take back to Camp Foltz. We are interested in claiming that for our own. Let's go ahead and take a look at the upstairs. There's sheets here. Nobody in this hall. Okay. I'm not hearing any banging on the walls or anything. All right, so nobody's in this room. Nobody in the bathroom. Good. About this bedroom. Safe, okay. Safe in here. Safe in here. Safe in here. Wow, this is a pretty decently sized space too. Jesus. We got sleeping pills. Oh, there's beta blockers. Beta blockers are good for preventing panic, and whenever you are panicked, you are not going to land as many hits effectively. Okay, so we can sleep in here at least. Oh, look, we got another closet. This is the smallest closet. What does this even do? Is this just the panic closet? Is that where you go when there's nowhere left? $20 pack of Polaroid film. So this goes for Zomboid. That mod. All right, we got phone book. We got more entertainment. Find Frank at the beach. Oh my goodness. Where Frank? Playing cards, doodle of a smiling sun. Nothing too crazy. What about in here? Flashlight and a measuring tape and puzzle cube. Ooh. This is going to teach us how to prepare shepherd's pie, a tuna casserole, baked ziti, stuffed bell peppers, chicken pot pie, prepare mazuka, chicken divan, and Salisbury steak. Don't mind if we do. Let's learn how to make those things really quick. So I'm trying to decide, I think it's probably safe to spend the night in this building. I don't really feel the need to go across the street. And then we're gonna kind of assess the state here of what we got. And then it might be a good idea for to just bring the vehicle. Let's pull up the map and take a look. So our car is right here. Or where is it? Hang on. This house right here is where our car is. So if I walked across the street and go over the road, so to get back through here, we would have to drive up north or go down south. So to make our lives easier, we might want to go up and out that way. All right, Louisville lights, aliens or mass hysteria. There might be something in the trash. Always check the trash can. Nothing good this time, but that's okay. Anything else in here? Magazine. Ooh, Hottie Z. Ooh, and a mini 14 mag with nothing in it. And we got somebody eating cornflakes, chips, salt, and vinegar in the bathroom. I guess we're gonna have to tap into these bad boys. We'll keep the cornflakes because we got some milk, but we'll eat the chips. Keeping our guy on that high sodium, high fat diet, you know. There's pants. Man, there's really not much, aside from that oven, there really isn't anything in here that's exciting me right now. And that's sad. I wanted to be excited. Sigh. Another night in the apocalypse. Is there a pillow? There's not a damn pillow anywhere. Nowhere in sight. Okay, well, I guess I will sleep without a pillow. Guess I'll die. JK. All right, we will turn that off and we are going to get some sleep. We got good sleep here. And here we are. Can we make it through the night? 4:50. Did we wake up feeling rested? Well, if we didn't, let's take a look at what we can read. I think our blacksmithing, we read blacksmithing 1 already. But we have not. Oh no, we haven't. I think maybe we collected blacksmithing 1. Are these all three the same mechanics? No, okay, let's read some of these. So what is this going to teach us? This one is going to teach us make jawbone morning star. So we will carve a bat, make spade head cudgel, make sheet metal reinforced weapon, forge simple short sword blade. Okay, so I guess the weapon schematics were part of the find here. Understandable. Just read it. Okay. And then the other ones that we get teaches barbed wire wrap weapon, forge simple blade, make a glass shiv, forge a small knife, make a bone club, make kettle maul. All right, so we're learning how to make a bunch of weapons, I suppose. Good for the long-term forging skill that or the blacksmithing and forge that we're going to be building. A lot of masonry that's going to be involved. But one of the longer-term objectives that we have that I've been wanting to get around to is to obtain more ammunition. We now have a shotgun that we found in one of the survivor homes. And it would be fantastic if we had ammunition because we can't really do anything without that. Now, what is this going to do? Teaches carve a bat. Ooh, that's nice. Knap large stone axe head, make a spiked club, make a saw blade wooden bat. That's pretty sick. Forge sword blade. So this will teach me how to carve a bat. Okay, well, I think our napping is probably going to have to be higher than it is. Or crafting, probably. But we have, in terms of ammunition, right, we have not been able to get into the weapons depot inside of Riverside's police station. And the only way that we can get in is if we were to either like burn the building down, which I don't think is smart, or if we were to use a sledgehammer and break the door down. We haven't found a sledgehammer. We can craft one using the wooden axe head, take that off, and then use our crafting skill. But I want to kind of see if we can find a sledgehammer in any of the industrial areas first, because I don't want to sacrifice that axe head. I would like to be able to keep the axe for, so that we can go back to Camp Foltz and use it. All right, and then this last one is carve bone war hatchet. Welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just some dude on the internet, and we are 3 months and 5 hours into Francisco Foltz's adventure here, the park ranger. He's a slow healer with a weak stomach, outdoorsy herbalist, and currently low weight, but soon to not be. 3 months into our adventure, and we've just taken control of a survivor house here. Let's go ahead and read the fine Frank. Let's take care of some of our boredom here. Yeah, I had this saw blade axe that I had found on somebody, and then it ended up breaking, which it would be dope if I could fix, but I don't really want to carry it around when it weighs 3, and I've got a crowbar in here as well. You know? Okay, and for our breakfast, we are going to eat the remainder of the scout cookies. Going to tap into those, those bad boys. I was trying to say guys and bad boys at the same time. Just went go to the... Okay, and then the remainder of the stuff in the kitchen that we were interested in. Nothing there. Heavy cream, which is rotten. Damn it. And the beef meatball, which is rotten. Canned veggies. Okay. Now we're talking. Cornflakes, Instant Pop, yeast. Yep, we're going to take all that stuff. I wish I could put it in my backpack, but I guess I can't. I guess I can. Just didn't do it right. Ball peen hammer, acoustic car neck, guitar neck, an acoustic car. Yep. My car's acoustic, runs on vibes. All right, we got an empty saucepan. Good for cooking as well. Mac and cheese and yeast. All right. Now, our character is getting pretty full here, unless I take this duffel bag that is weighing 17 or 18 and I start equipping it in the secondary, which is probably the right move. We're going to equip this in our hands, and that will bring us down So we have a lot more storage capacity, albeit we will have to drop our bag. Okay, so yes, we do have friends here. Let's drop the bag on the ground. And let's try to manage the immediate area. And it would be a good idea to grab the car, like I said, and bring it on this side of town just so we can start stocking up. Because there's just so much stuff that we're probably going to want to haul, you know? All right, 3 at a time, no big deal. In the survivor house, I'd say, I mean, aside from the recipes, the best thing that we were able to find was that stove. That is absolutely something worth picking up and taking. And there is a ball peen hammer in that house. I think that it said that we needed to be able to take stuff. We got newspaper. Ooh, we've caught the attention of a lad, lads. Oh, okay, that's me. I was thinking that was someone else. All right, well, this neighborhood is looking pretty clean, pretty clear. I'm not seeing anyone in the backyard here. This is a good sign that we can take that vehicle and bring it in. I feel like the whole last neighborhood is moved out, which is fantastic for us. Someone left the door open. How much you want to bet these houses all got basements too? Okay, so there's the friendos. I mean, shit, at this point, let's just take them out. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we got a guy with a tire iron. What the hell is on that person? I honestly cannot tell. All right, well, anyways, we're gonna have to fight our way through this. That's a police officer. Fantastic. So the more that we've leveled up our machete skills, our long blade, we've been able to do more and more damage, as you can tell. And our axe is almost level 4. All right, let's take a look at what we got here under all these bodies. You got a nightstick. Put that in the backpack. Got a pen. What was on this person? Nothing. Okay. I'm focused kind of purely on scouting the immediate neighborhood. So we'll come back for the duffel bag. There's a gnome right there. It's got our name on it, dude. I want to take that gnome back to camp. All right, dude, you're kidding me. Another hatchet. Look at this. This is why we come to the rich neighborhoods, fam, for the hatchets. There's a hatchet on this one. Oh, don't fool me. That wasn't a fucking bread knife. Bruv. They did me dirty. That totally would 100% look like a hatchet. Or not a hatchet. God damn it, a machete. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. The days, they all blur together. Okay, so we are safe all the way up until basically the end of the street here. It's when the friends have made a gathering. Let's start taking out some of the friends in the gathering here. Like I said, we're pushing to take over as much of Riverside as we can for the sake of loot. And we have the gas station in town that we have established already. And we want to be able to survive out at Camp Foltz for a little bit as we prep for winter. So we're going to try to take all of our findings and our gear and stuff. And, you know, I want us to go back to Camp Foltz with that antique stove. We're going to put that old stove inside of the building there. And then I want to spend some time working on carpentry. We got to build some stuff. Got that hand fork. The dude is sundowning, says Plasmid. Oh, okay, now I'm making more friends. Down they go. Oh. Satisfying when you can just nail them one time and get them. Just completely dead, deadified, bam. One smack. Shitola, man, there's a lot down there. All right, well, Rome wasn't built in a day, and we didn't kill 1,000 zombies just sitting on our ass, you know? Machete is quickly becoming my favorite. They're still saying that our bare hands are the favorite weapon, huh? I press X to doubt. Oh my God. Okay, we've got a lot more friends. Let's migrate. That looked like that said Phallus Church. Foss Oil in Louisville. Okay, so now we're gonna retreat down the path that we have already been to. There's another nightstick. Beat the police with a nightstick. Oh man, I pushed her, and as she was falling, I gave her that second slap. Just bippity bapped her. Bam. She's gone. And the last piece of meat she thought she was gonna eat. Everyone's clothes are all ripped now. Get her key to a residence. Useless. Man, we're just having a productive day of slaying everybody in the streets. We're prepping the neighborhood for our arrival, one could say. And it's only 10:30 in the morning. Wow. Good deal. And for the first time, I would say, you know, we are really kind of shitting in high cotton, if you will. Okay. Not hearing any friends yet. Box of batteries, power bar. Time to use our ears. It's like Dora the Explorer. Let me know if you hear anybody that wants to kill me. Strainer for some cooking. Nice. Garlic croutons, tortilla chips. Bro. Big old thing of flour. Nice. Okay. Flour is important. As you can see, we have other things that we can make with flour. We can make some cake batter. We can make some gravy. Make pancakes, waffles, chocolate chip cookies. Prepare the Salisbury steak with a machete. Who wants to make a pizza? Hell yeah. But yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of room for us to make some awesome shit. Oh, okay. There's a guy. Somewhere on a window. Down there. Okay, found him. Let's open the garage. Well, they've made it inside. One of them did, at least. All right, for our safety, let's go in from the side. God damn. Okay. Just want to get out of the enclosed space. I can't see. I don't know where you be. Okay. Oh, there came from the house. A lot of blood. All right. Oh, look, another family member. Hello. There's two of them. I made a fatal mistake. Hang on. I need to close this garage door. Last thing I need is for someone to come through a door that I wasn't suspecting. All right, anyone in the bathroom? Nope. Anyone else? Downstairs. Not that I can see. Nope. I hear someone. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. There's more of them. Oh my God. Just gonna lead him through the house. It's the death train. Hop aboard. How many zombies have to die? As many as it takes. There's another basement, fam. We did it. There's another one. All right, I'm gonna close that door. We got die, okay. Okay. Let's see what's downstairs. A box of mystery. Got a hard hat, dusk mask, epoxy, a carpentry chisel. Nothing of use for me. We are going to steal their tortilla chips, though, and their flour. We are going to need these pans. I just take all of the cooking supplies. That's what I'm after. I don't even think that we have a strainer, but now we do. All right. Anything that I am not sure that I have, I'm taking. I'm going to eat them tortilla chips. That empty pan still won't fit in there. Okay. Will that be fine? Well, we did a decent amount of killing in that neighborhood. Where are we at now? 1,128. Wow, we've killed like over 100 Zeds since the last stream. Since we crossed that threshold into the 1,000 last time. Riverside Police. Okay, we're gonna start making our way back. What is this? Premises with apartments for lease? Hang on. Irvington. All right, well, that's way far away from us, but always down for the information. So yeah, we are going to want to explore this neighborhood more completely. As you can see, they have a lot more food at their disposal than we originally had. So and the fact that it's already enclosed is pretty nice. I'm not looking to really like live in this side of town. All right, what is in this bag? And can I leave it for now? Blacksmithing. Yeah, there's really, I mean, the only thing that I would probably want would be the crowbar in the event that something breaks. And I'm gonna put the yeast or the flour. Yeah, let's put the flour in the bag. I'm gonna put some of the stuff that we really don't need. Oh, look, shit. Yeah, I still got a fruit. Oh, and it's stale now. Jam bowl of oatmeal. I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, put the pans in there. We'll put the strainer. Okay, if that's all that will fit. Garlic croutons, I'll plop those in there. Put the salt in there. Pan won't fit. Nightstick, nope. All right, we're gonna leave this bag right outside the survivor home. We are full, or sorry, yeah, we are stuffed. So let us make our way across the street. Okay, so the way that this is, I might be able to just drive through here. Oh my God, wait, hang on. So we got a bunch, oh Jesus. Okay, hang on. Time for me to be quiet and sneak. If I can. We're making all kinds of friends. Oh, damn. And my puppy is just barking right now. He does not want to be in this crate. He says, no Sunday stream, please. My wife is playing Baldur's Gate right now. So, puppy's just gonna have to wait. And I don't think that we've gone inside of the church. I don't know that there's really much for us in here, but shit, why not? Why not take a look? Anything in here? The hallway. These are gonna be bathrooms. Yeah, bathroom 1, bathroom 2. This at least goes out. We will unlock it. This is just another room. This is the deacon's office, I think, maybe. That's why we always carry a flashlight. You never know how dark it's gonna get. All right, what's up here? All right, just more pews. Oh, fuck. Well, if they want to come into the church, they can. I'm gonna go this way. My puppy wants to eat my cheese curds. No. Protect the cheese curds at all costs, Plasmid. Yeah, we are going to take control of this area. gonna lock it down a little bit better. Yeah, see, and I want to get in there too. You gotta break the door down with a sledgehammer or figure something out. This is the Gigamart, which there is still countless food and stuff in there that we can collect. But yeah, you can see that we've made quite the impact on the town. There's two friends. Two friends have spotted us. And then there's the school that we're gonna have to squeak by. Which, I mean, I've already scouted the school. There's really nothing of value in there. It's just more of, I mean, we took the books that we were able to get from the library, which I think is probably, you know, the most important thing that we could have gotten there. The cheese curds shall be safe in your stomach. Fantastic. Feels like not that long ago that we were running through town, running away from all of the evil here. And here we are, trekking back through it. There's really nothing in the administration office. Yeah, and we came from that way up there is when we first kind of entered the area. Well, evidently one found his way in. I'll let him do his thing. Yeah, we are going to collect our car, and then we'll take that car back to the safe house that I had established that had the basement. So just walking my ass back. Don't mind me. I know it's a long walk, but you know, it could be worse. And when we get there, guess what, guys? We can make oatmeal. Oatmeal and butter. It's heartwarming to see two friends sticking together as zombies. I was thinking today, I was like, man, it would be really nice in, you know, now that they've added animal husbandry, it would be nice if they had added a mechanic, or if they planned to add a mechanic to have a companion. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to walk around the zombie apocalypse with their big dog? I mean, sure, it gives you something to an additional thing to feed and all that other stuff, but like, you could argue that it would give your character more motivation to be alive. Give you another thing that you gotta take care of. All right, chrome sink. All right, I'm going to put the empty pan here for now. Let's take a seat. We were reading fishing. Let's continue our reading here for a little bit. Yeah, so we have butchering 1, pottery 1, and then we were reading fishing 2, 3. Fishing 2, yeah, for 3, 4, which will be wonderful. We can return back to Camp Fultz, ready to fish some more. And when you look at this, oh, damn it, it's not cold anymore. I guess I'm gonna have to just raw dog it. I'm drinking a Buzzball Berry Cherry Limeade. Pardon me being a degenerate. I didn't get to drink on the October stream like about a month ago. So here's the Buzzball. Only if the dog has immunity to zombies. I don't want any I Am Legend shenanigans happening. Yeah, no shit. That would be terrifying. Okay, yeah, look, and I did deliver, I dropped the axe back off. So the axe makes a fantastic weapon, but primarily, I mean, I want to try to use that for chopping down wood, and mainly I'd like to do that back at Camp Fultz. Well, I think that, I mean, between all of the skill sets that we've acquired, we should be able to develop like primitive hatchets and stuff. I just don't think that we have a lot of duct tape is the thing. And let's take a look at our crafting here. So let's see. There's cooking. Oh, we could have made a pumpkin. A jack-o'-lantern if we had a pumpkin. Our farming. Aphids cure, flies cure from... Okay, so you can use cigarettes. Let's go fishing. Fix the fishing rod. Harvest row. Make the chum base. So you need 5 wire and 10 twine to make the fishing net. I don't know why I have not been able to use the fishing net. I feel like I've gone by the water and have not been able to deploy it. All right, the masonry. So if we take 1 large stone, you can break it into 10 stones. Limestone into limestone pieces. Iron ore into crushed ore. Bucket of clay cement. So you use 2 clay and 1 sand. Clay cement from grass. Oh, so if you don't have any sand. Bucket of concrete. Okay, so chiseling a large stone axe head. Yeah, see, look, it requires masonry level 6, which we currently do not have. Masonry level 7. Chisel stone maul head. Where are we at right now in our masonry? Fuck. We're level 1, but we got the multiplier. Make a small stone wheel. I could have swore I made a large stone wheel. Maybe they updated the game and changed it, because I definitely don't think I needed masonry level 2. A stone mace head, masonry level 8. Yeah, stone anvil, which, look, this says masonry level 2, and I think that we even have a stone anvil back at the base. So, lucky for us, I guess. But masonry, yeah, I guess we have to level our stuff up. So that's going to be breaking stones and using the anvil, I guess. Medical, splints, disinfect rags, metalworking. You can make an iron bandsaw, saw ingots into blocks. So you can get fragments of stuff. Okay, miscellaneous. Attach oxygen tank. What about weaponry? Okay, so here's the stuff that we've learned how to make. We got a baseball bat. Our normal one right there. Oh, you can fix a brick. Wait, hang on. Make nail spiked small weapon. Okay, so if you have a broken baseball bat with nails, okay, and then you can make a baseball bat with nails. 5 nails, any hammer, and the baseball bat. Here is that saw blade plank that we had seen, or that we had been using, really. Except it wasn't a plank, it was like a hatchet. A hand drill, an improvised screwdriver, a plank, nuts and bolts, screws, circular saw blade, leather strips. Make a knife from a machete blade. Well, that's a good way to repurpose. So we have a machete blade, no tang, and you just need a whetstone and duct tape. Or a file, okay. And then instead of duct tape, you can use a rag. Oh, look at that, bam, yeah. Modify sear to full auto. Saw off shotgun. Well, we do have the shotgun. The bone hatchet. So you need the bone war hatchet head, a tree branch, and leather strips, and a machete. A bone club. You just need animal bones and leather strips. You get a sturdy bone club, which, I mean, and that just requires maintenance level 1, dude, why not? I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll smack somebody with a bone. Requires an open fire. Fire hardens the spear. Wow. So you take a wooden spear and a steak knife, and it requires an open fire, and then you could fire harden that spear, so it probably won't break as easily. Can reinforce your weapon. So you take a can and put it on. Bind spear with wire. So you could take like your hand fork, a long stick, and duct tape. Barbed wire. Dude, to just wrap barbed wire around a broom. Here's a spear. So a machete, ball peen hammer, a long metal spearhead, long stick. Under the tailoring, what do we got? Dyeing your clothes. Make a garbage bag skirt. So to make a sheet. Cotton fabric rolls. Yeah, so this is the first time I'm really kind of like looking at any of this stuff. Sew shells bandolier. So you need tailoring level 4, needle and awl, which we do have. Leather strips. Sinew thread in a buckle, and then you can make stuff for your shells. Dude, that's fucking legit. Leather backpacks. Okay, so what about repair? Fixing the saw. Sharpen stuff. Making an improvised whetstone. You just need 2 stones. Fix with glue. Fix with wood glue. Fix with duct tape. Anything that's broken. Okay. Let's take a look at the pottery. Nothing really crazy here. This is packing. This is miscellaneous. There's back to the metalworking. Medical, we've taken a look at. Here's the knapping. So flint nodules and stone hammers to make the sharp flakes. And then knapping level 4. Large, smooth, flat stone and a stone hammer will make a large stone axe head. But again, our knapping, I think, is level 1. Ugh, God, we're still working on it. Remake longstone blade. All right, well, we'll be working on knapping. We will be working on fishing. Our electrical. Yeah, so we learned, right, adding the timer to the bombs that we have here, making an aerosol bomb. We got hairspray. We found the box of sparklers. We just need aluminum foil is basically where we're at. And that will be to our benefit if we want to blow any shit up, my friends. What kind of carving we got? Improvised whetstone or a whetstone. Sharp bone fragments. Uh-oh, connection is dropping. All right, well, we will hope that the internet fixes itself here. Here we go. Yeah, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay, well, we hope that the buffering ends. I hope that the buffering ends here. Apologies, my 5G internet has kind of been acting up today, so I swapped back to the normal internet. All right, under carpentry, we can make a bellows. Carpentry level 1, which I think our carpentry is already level 3. Cool, so we can make a handful of stuff. There's an oil press that we can make. A small, dark spice rack. Planks and nails. Okay, well, I mean, we got spices. Crucible mold, wooden crude bench, vice parts. Mixed bucket of wallpaper paste. large spice rack, 3 planks and nails in carpentry level 4. Assemble a long implement. Assembling a mace. Assemble a stone mace. Assemble a bladed. And then we've got our favorites. Well, we're going to see if we can just read through the rest of this book. 260. Yeah, why not? Let's just finish the book today. There we go. We have finished our book on fishing. I will put that fishing book back downstairs. I believe over here, do we have any food? Let's go plop this book downstairs. We're gonna open and eat our canned peas right now. All right, I keep bouncing back and forth between stream is healthy and warning. So we don't have any drop frames, but the stream is acting up just a little bit. All right, we have, what are the books? So butchering. I think butchering 1 is still up there. We will lay our character to bed. Which we're out here in the corner. Let's go do that. All right, let's make ourselves a bowl of oatmeal with some butter and cook it. We'll make it nice, make it right. Fill both of our bowls up. Come over here to our countertop. Pour a bowl of oatmeal. Now, do I have 2 of them? Or do I only have 1? Put that other water bowl in here. Pour a bowl of oatmeal. All right. Bowl of oatmeal. Add butter as seasoning. Add butter. We will add fruit jam. Add some fruit jam. Come on and jam. Oh, I put fruit jam in twice. My bad. All right, let's go outside. Let's cook ourselves some oatmeal. It's gonna be a good meal. Take both them bowls, put them in there. All right, we're gonna turn that on. It doesn't take very long. Like that propane helps us out a whole lot. Yeah, excellent connection. We have beaten it. We are back to the stable connection. Apologies again, I am not on my 5G internet because right before the stream, 5G was taking a shit. And I was like, well, we're gonna stream or are we not gonna stream? Oh, look, I think we've reached cooking level 3. Yes, we have. All right. All right, cool. Now, our guy being as hungry as he is, look at this. We can take 20 off. 20 or 16. Let's go ahead and eat one bowl with the 20. Bam, okay. Now we are full to bursting. That's what we like to see. All right. So we need to deliver ourselves from evil and bring our shit. Is there anything in this car? All right. We will move several things. All right. We're going to move the box of nails. I'm going to put the pepper and salt in the main inventory. Empty carton. There's vinegar. There's gas. Large knife. I mean, this holds what? This is like 30, 40, something like that. All right. We will, and then what else does this hold? Got a duffel bag. And then this holds, I mean, we got like the fucking charcoal barbecue and shit in here. Sure, let's pull it. Attach that trailer. Close the trunk so we're not driving off with our shit falling out. All right, we got more than enough gas. So let's go ahead and turn or close this door. All right, really quick. All right, we are over here in this house that has the basement. And we just want to drive up the street and go into that neighborhood over there. Oh, apparently N turns the engine on. I was trying to hit M and I was like, why did my car turn off? I hit the wrong key. All right, here we go. Taking our car. All right, we can knock one out. That's fine. And here we are. All right. All right, holy shit and a half. Yeah, there's a bunch over there. But we are gonna sneak our way this way. Don't mind me. Just being sneaky. Now I'm holding the whole bunch. Take these guys. Let's equip this bag in our secondary and put it in the trailer. Move that guy into here. All right, we'll move the empty pan. We'll move the salt in there, the empty tin can. All right, I'm gonna even put the crowbar in there. Do I not got enough room in my backpack? What's going on? Oh, okay, hang on. Forgot to move this stuff. Let's do... All of that is going in the truck. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Put both of these in there. All right. Yeah, we have an awful odor over here from all of the people that we have been killing, so we need to be quite mindful. All right, I believe that we had a ball peen hammer in here, which we do, and a whetstone, which I will gladly take the whetstone. Yo. No, put the whetstone in there. Thank you. All right, let's equip this as our secondary. All right, here we go. We will get the old stove. We're gonna take this old stove out of the oven, plop it in our car. Do I have it all? Too heavy for inventory. Okay. If I drop my backpack here. All right, we're gonna try that. Leave the backpack downstairs. Okay, now we're gonna try to plop it in the truck here. Old stove. Trunk is closed. All right, we've gotten the stove, my friends. One of the most important items I think that we could have acquired. We'll equip our backpack on our back. Yeah, and of course I can't do anything with the wood that's already there. All right, and I think that we've really grabbed everything of value in here. Yeah. Okay, so that means that whatever we are able to put in our trunk is what we will take for now. And then this guy has, yeah, shit, there's really not much. I'm gonna go ahead and put the whetstone in here. Put the nightstick. Okay, well, let's start exploring some of the immediate area. Maybe we can, pack some stuff in the backpack. But we have a really solid amount of stuff. Fishing line, important. Especially if we find a generator, that would be lovely. All right, what we got in this toolbox? Anything? Nothing. Car battery. We got another heavy-duty car battery. Okay, well, what does the battery look like on this car? Maybe we can replace it. House for sale. Bodywork, other battery. I need a screwdriver. Recharges while the engine is running. All right, well, I think I should have a screwdriver. One would hope that I would have a screwdriver. Well, if not, sucks to suck. Yeah, there's a screwdriver. Belt left. All right, here we go. Now, battery. Uninstall. All right, we're gonna plop that on the ground. Let's go grab the new heavy-duty battery and use some of our mechanics skill that we've acquired and replace it. And yeah, look at that. Condition is perfect. Battery is a very important part of the vehicle. Yeah, and we'll want to fix the hood and all that other stuff too. Battery install. Yeah, look at that. There we go. There we go, fam. All right, the hood. We need a welding torch, steel sheet, and level 1 welding at least. So we'll need to level up our welding before we can get to that. But hey, we got a fresh battery. What is this house that is for sale? In Muldra. Oh, I know that house. Oh, we're pretty far from Muldra, though. Welcome all. Thank you so much for joining me. Continuing our survival here 3 months in. Kind of wrapping up our takeover of Riverside. If you can all do me a favor, if you have not clicked that like button, please do. That will help ensure that everybody that wants to find Zomboid streams do find them. What is this? We got a tub of lemon frosting. Bag of chocolate kisses. Oh, we got baking powder. All the bowls that we could ever want. And I mean, the whisk is also important. All right, what we got? Box of pea and ham. Yeah. Lemonade drink mix. We'll get all the cooking supplies and stuff that we can. I mean, this is all stuff that I want to take back to Camp Foltz. Our ability to have many different bowls at the same time is actually kind of important. So we can, ooh, and these are, okay, so these jars are rotten, but I want to at least open them and empty what is inside of them, because having jars is awesome. Let's pour that on the ground. Pour that on the ground. We got a 6-pack. All right, and what's in the satchel? Just a pencil, just frying pan, rotten lasagna, hazelnut spread. Don't mind if I do. A pickle, make a salad out of that. There's a rolling pin. Oh, I feel like I heard somebody. Ooh, fresh jar of onions. Whoever lived in this house was living good. Got some capers, scotch. I mean, I'm gonna drink half this bottle of scotch right now. Gotta keep my calories going, you know. Things getting warpy. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, there's two of them. I'm using my screwdriver. I was wondering why things weren't working so well. I was poking him with a screwdriver. And he's got a large knife. Sweet. And he's got a Remington and a baseball bat. That's filibuster, and it takes 308 rounds. More alarm clocks. They got a pillow in here. Got a nice closet. Painkillers. We got way too many painkillers. I don't think I need to pick that up right now. Baseball cap, measuring tape. Yeah. Just more basics. This person was a drinker, man. They got a flask with gin in it. Become a millionaire with only $250,000. Read the brochure about Louisville Airport. Okay. Yeah, and we're still very, very far from that. We are still inebriated. I guess it wasn't a good idea to drink half a bottle of scotch. Just got a little bit crazy. But that's okay. Francisco has fun. All right, we're gonna see what I can get away with putting in the trailer. And there's really not like much space left in here. Got the jars and the lids. Look at that. Okay, cool. And I can keep the noodle soup. I'm gonna open it. Eat me some soup right now. Awesome. All right, that all is going back in the backpack. All right, and I don't think that we ended up looking at this house on the bottom left very much, but like let's go next door, see what's going on so we can cover all of our bases. I'm still inebriated. Another panic closet. Nothing in here. Well, this seems like a pretty boring home. All right, well, we got some soy milk. Lemon iced tea. Let's drink the lemon iced tea. Give ourselves a little bit of love. Sugar cubes, more yeast. Another 6-pack. Got some cinnamon. We'll take the cinnamon. Ooh, chips. What's going on? Where were the chips? Chips Ranch. Our weight is 75. Yo, gang. We're gaining our weight. Maybe when we go to 80, that'll say that we're not underweight anymore. All right, what we got upstairs? Anything on the upstairs? Wait, what was that? A calculator. How to survive a tiger attack. More antidepressants. Those always help. Antidepressants and beta blockers. The big ones. Got pillows. Another fanny pack, which I don't think I can even wear another one. I'm wearing a front and back fanny pack. Is there anything in that fanny pack? Peppermint gum. I'll take some. And of course, there are alcohol wipes. A badminton birdie, a catcher's vest, a golf bag. which the golf bag holds 18, encumbrance reduction of 65. That's got 7 golf clubs in it. Good Lord. Well, if we needed to fight, 7 golf clubs go a long way. Better than 0 golf clubs. All right, what we got? The Havisham. The gateway to your dreams. Luxury and relaxation, an experience that will last a lifetime. At Havisham Suites, we know experiences are more important than other things. Our stunning Louisville location, 2 blocks south of the Ohio Bridge, features 2 conference rooms, an auditorium, and over 200 hotel rooms. Whether business or pleasure, a prime location, friendly staff, and professional cocktail artistes in our bar mean Havisham Suites has just what you need. The Havisham Hotel Suites, 130 North 1st Street, Louisville, Kentucky. Well, we got plenty of sights to see, don't we? Plastering trowel. Which we're not quite at that point yet. I'll take it. Because this is like the first time in all of my time playing this character that I've seen such things. Okay, well, that seems to be really all that this house has to offer. Let's take again a look at this house to the left. Let's take a look at this flyer really quick. This is also Louisville. We've been streaming for an hour and 42 minutes. Whether it's 42 minutes or an hour and 42. Like I said, every time I tend to look at the clock. Where's this guy at? Again, these are all Louisville. What am I to do with all of this? I think we did check this house right before we left. I don't think that there was anything of value. There's soap here. Having some cleaning liquid would go a long way. Be able to clean ourselves. What are the qualities of our socks that we currently have? Oh, they're okay. Is this an empty bottle? Cow's milk. See? That's why we come back for things. Stewart and Log Scrapyard. 1983 Bull Driver. 1 entry ticket for each $10 of business. Unlimited entries. Vehicle is provided as is without warranty. Winner is responsible for all fees and taxes. No cash alternative. South of Echo Creek. All right, that's at least a closer location. An empty protein shaker. Holds 500 mil. I don't think there wasn't really anything in this basement, was there? Yeah, this is where we started today. Really nothing. Well, well, well. I don't think that I brought another book or anything. Let's double check. Well, at this rate, I'm like, do I drive back to the house? Yeah. Holy fuck. Okay. God damn. Okay, hang on. We just stumbled into some friends here. That went from 0 to combat really fast. Trying to sneak up on me. The hell? Not cool, guys. Yeah, we're gonna pull the truck back around the way that we came. Don't mind us, just driving along the side here, making all kinds of friends. Yep, and then we're gonna pull left, go around these dead bodies, go down the street. I'm gonna go past the school. And then we will make a left right here. This is the wrong house. I lied, I went too early. My bad, hang on. Here we go. Make a left right here. Not this house, this house. Let's go ahead and back in. Well, I've made a couple of friends. Let's go ahead and deal with them. All right. That appears to be all of the friends that we have drawn into the neighborhood. Good. All right. Now I have a ton of shit that I need to drop off here. Categorize everything that we can in the kitchen. Bum, bum, bum. Now, did I put things in the fridge? No. Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't even made like milk. Or sorry, we haven't even made coffee. All right, we're gonna put the large knife right here. Just collecting all of our weapons and setting them in one spot. Okay. Then we got 2 empty bowls here. And everything else, this is all just equipped. Okay, well, that's seems good enough for moi. The 2 books that we've got, pottery and butchering, both of which have not been started. We will start those in the morning. And then we're going to offload a bunch of shit tomorrow. Where is the fucking bed? There it is. Okay, now we can go ahead and eat our other bowl that we had. Unless I already finished it. Yeah, fruit bowl, fresh and cooked. Okay. We're going to place this trowel in the garage. I think I can put it in the duffel bag. Yeah, let's put that in the duffel bag. Boom, boom. Plastering trowel. That ball peen hammer in there too. All right, we're going to move all of these cooking supplies. Better to have everything in one place, you know. All right, there's the cooking supplies there. Let's just bring these inside. This is almost full. Okay, so let's put all of these things in there. Hang on 1 second. I was thinking somebody was knocking on my door. It was a cat. All right, we got our 3 empty bowls still. Awesome. I guess make it 4. So the 4th one is right there. Yeah, okay, cool. So 4 empty bowls. Let's open the duffel bag, and the duffel bag's got a 5th empty bowl in there. All right, we are going to take all of this stuff. Damn, now I gotta click that all again. Let's do the food, non-perishables. Plop that in there. Okay, and I still got a book as well. This book has already been read. I'm gonna put the broken item right there in the event that it can be fixed. That would be lovely, but if it can't, might as well not haul it around. All right, blacksmithing 2. I think I could put that downstairs. I'm gonna put the Let's put all of this shit away here. It's a bottle opener. Got the pans, all that stuff. Yeah, man, we got everything that we need for cooking in this bag. And I'm carrying around a lighter in it too. Okay, let's go downstairs, put this book away. Take all of the food and the non-perishable food out. This is all literature. We've got our pistol and another heavy-duty flashlight. The pool cue, yeah. See, we're doing real decent. All right, and this is for carpentry 5-6, but we need 4-5 or 3-4. Sorry. And our Remington 870 is here, and it takes shotgun shells, and we don't have any. Oh, is the barrel sawed off too? Well, looks like it might be a sawed off barrel. Leave all that stuff here. Oh, what is that? Just the canned carrots and stuff that are in there? Yeah, and that go bag. I'll leave that. That's fine. All right, but the remainder, I have the duffel bag. Okay, then we'll move these canned goods inside. All right, the black beans. Apparently I don't got room for it, so I'm gonna slide. We're gonna move the kettle back, the empty pans, empty saucepan. We got 2 strainers, 2 frying pans. Move some of these over there so that I can keep all of the food, the non-perishables in one spot. Got to balance that inventory, yo. Yeah, look at that, man. We got 5 things of pepper, 5 things of salt. And we got yeast. Oh, dude, all we need are eggs and we can make cake batter. All I need is the rolling pin and I can make bagels. But I don't have the recipe. Damn, I guess the only thing I would be able to make is the cake batter. But I just need 2 eggs. And then once I find the recipe, I can make cinnamon swirl bread. Bro. Damn. Does it take the entire liter of cow's milk to make cake batter? If so, that's news to me. Sorry, pardon my yawn, man. Good Lord. Been super tired hauling my dog around for Thanksgiving. All right, so there's 5 bowls here. Let's go ahead and take 3 of them. And with those 3, oh, you can create a fruit salad. We're gonna fill them with water. Fill all of those bowls. All right. Pour a bowl of oatmeal. Pour a bowl of oatmeal. Another bowl of oatmeal. 77 and going up. Fantastic, dude. Love to see it. All right, we are going to add some butter to each of these. And then with each of those, we can add, let's add some cinnamon. Okay, and then let us also add a bag of chocolate kisses. We'll add some hazelnut spread. And on this one, we will add margarine. Got 10, 15, 13. Okay, cool. So all three of these bad boys being cooked up at the same time. Make sure our flashlight's off. All right. So once this is all set, we will consume it. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Really, really appreciate everybody that's joining in on the stream right now. Channel's been doing pretty well so far. We have 36 subscribers and we've got 2 videos that have broken 100 views. All right, 19, 16. Full to bursting. Awesome. All right, what is in the duffel bag? Just has, okay, so we don't need this picture. Don't need the picture book. All right, let's deal with what is in the car. All right, let's close all of that. All right, there's the beer. Yes, this is all cooking. Move anything that says food out of there. There's the old stove, small file set. Yeah, man, this butter has lasted 5 ever. We've definitely made it last. We will put the beers and stuff over here. And then we've got our baking powder. Put the whisk right there. So now we've made a decent amount of space. We are going to take the, hang on. I'm going to put the duffel bag in the back here. No, here, I'll just drop it. I'll put it in the garage for a second. I think I'm going to need the ball peen hammer if I set that down. Yeah, it's not in here. Or did I set it in the garage? Claw hammer, I'm sure will work. All right, and then I should hopefully be able to pick this guy up, this old stove. Let's grab it. Do I not have enough? Do I have to drop this on the ground? And maybe put the hammer in the main inventory here. Let's see. All right, where's the stove at? Stove, old stove. All right, I'm gonna place the old stove in the garage for right now. But this will be moved again. That's coming to Camp Falls. It just weighs way too much. Now there were a couple of other tasks that I wanted to get done in the immediate area. There was this ranger car literally up through the street up here that needs gas. So if I can take a single gas can, let's grab one. All right, we've got the single gas can. Let's equip this on our back. Put one of them, the gas can won't work there. All right, we'll equip it in our secondary. All right, we are gonna go fill up the ranger car that I found with some gasoline and rescue it, because we are a park ranger after all. Francisco Fultz would be nothing without his identity. Dude, look at all the trees, the pretty trees popping up. You're joking me. All right, looks like I gotta go around. Don't mind me. And we sure have killed a ton. 1,145, and we are 3 months, 2 days, and 13 hours into our playthrough. We are officially not low weight anymore. All that butter and oatmeal is carrying our character forward. All right, we are about to rescue this ranger vehicle that I've been wanting for quite some time. I think it was that way. Here, hang on. We got to deal with some of these guys. And that one's dead. Is it a machete or is it a big knife? See, it says it's a bread knife, but damn if that didn't look like a machete to me. All right, now, where is this vehicle? It is up. So I think that, yeah, I think if we go through this way is where it shall be. Got another friend coming. Welcome one, welcome all to the stream. Really appreciate every single one of you for joining in. Again, if this is your first time stopping by, hello. I am just some dude on the internet, but you can call me Steven. I often play survival games, I make music, and I host my own podcast. Right now, I've just kind of been centering myself around 1 to 2 live streams a week. Holy shit. And of course, they're going in the fucking direction that I need to go, dude. All right, hang on. All right, well, this is the direction that I need to go. So I'm going to be sneaky real quick. Gonna follow behind them. Yeah, so there are 2 cars here that we actually have keys to, and we just need to fill with gas. I believe one is the red van, and the other is right down here. This Ranger truck. Yeah, their migration patterns really just fuck with you on build 42. Wow, okay, there's a decent amount of them right there. To the north. All right, everybody seems to be moving south toward the Gigamart. All right, here is the vehicle. We will add our gasoline here. Yep, and there's that machete blade and a Winchester with 308s. All right, I'm going to take this gasoline can. I'm going to put it in the bed of the truck, which holds 88. All right, well, we're going to drive this guy back. It's in good condition. Any vehicle that we can acquire, man. I don't think that we've really even seen what's in these homes. Well, I love my new car. I really do. While I do like the big one for transporting stuff, this is like more the character style I'm going for. Now, I think that we've been in this building before. Sure looks like it. I'm hearing somebody. I got a fucking... No, okay, he's got... Oh, he had an axe in his head. Got Wheaties. Take them Wheaties. Grapefruit juice. And a bunch of rotten stuff. Okay. Well, we got the stuff that's not rotten. An antique table leg. Well, we're going to cross this guy off. Been here now. They're both dead. Nobody seems to be in this house. I'm gonna quickly go around, see what I can find. Nothing really of value thus far. Everything here again is just like rotten. Canned fruit beverage. Simon's Fitness Club, Episode 1, Squats. Chess pieces. Okay, well, there we go. There's that house. At least it's marked off. Let's go across the street. Why not? Oh no, my wizard hat and my sunglasses. No, don't just grab it. Wear it. Wear the wizard hat. Be the wizard. How am I sneaking and light-footed going? Wow, we're almost level 5. Got a suitcase. It's got nothing on it. More books. What's this over here? Red Solo cups. We got chips, comic books. Got a bleach bottle. Chocolate milk. Maintenance. I'll take the duct tape. Taking all the cooking supplies and seasoning. Well, this house, that's a wrap. See, pretty small house. Not really anything of value in here. All right, well, we got the Ranger car now. So I'm gonna remove that. Right now our car is parked right there. Yep, and then there's the red van. So at this point we got a decent amount. The hell is that? Is that a guy in a hazmat suit? A backpack? What is that? Appears to be wearing a backpack. Hello, yes. Hello. He's got a bandana. Nothing in the backpack. He's wearing a poncho. Oh, there's a guy in that house. Oh yeah, and we got a pistol in here as well. That 357 Magnum, M29 trigger group, Smith & Wesson revolver. Dude, this is like much more, this vehicle moves so much better than the biggin. Works much better off-road, I suppose. Yes, it does. All right, time to fight. All right, we got another one coming up north. Let's walk around the car. Machete is just killing it. Carving fork. Yeah, you can really tell that our combat has leveled up a whole bunch. We are killing things so much faster, which is to our benefit. All right, we got this dude over here. I'm glad that I was able to fill that car up. I've been wanting to kind of spruce up and have kind of a scout vehicle. So you've got the scout vehicle here that'll help us find some things, and hopefully I'm not going to kill things with this vehicle, but it's a little bit more agile, gets us around from place to place. And then once we have found what we're looking for, then sending in the big guns. I got a whole bunch of Zeds over here. Long blade. I think that makes that level 3 as well. Yes, it does. Huge fan of the long blade. We got out there. Oh shit. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. There's like 10,000 down there. All right, well, good to know. So much nicer. I can get around town so much faster. Oh shit. We will want to get more gasoline. All right, are these guys coming? Any people coming from the north? Nah. All right. Well, if nobody's coming this way, we'll fill up the truck here with some gasoline. make a gas run tomorrow. We'll go to the gas station. There we go. All right, then we will take these gas cans. Empty gas can. We're going to put it in the trunk. Put you in the trunk. Wonderful. Oh, okay. We still got a friend over here. Let's take care of him. All right. Yeah, we've got way more mobility now than we used to. Okay, let's see how much gas are in both of these vehicles before we head inside. All right, this gas tank has 90%. Yeah, and then this should hopefully be full, or at least at like 80%. 49? Wow. Holds a lot of gas. Equip our flashlight. Let's start putting more things away. More yeast. Okay, I guess that's not gonna fit in there anymore. All right, I'm gonna put the claw hammer back in here in the garage. All right, things is going well for Francisco. 3 months, 2 days, 20 hours, 1,164. Dude, we're trekking our way toward the 2,000 kill mark. That's going to be achievable. Who knows? Maybe we'll have it by the end of the month. Yeah, look at all of this wonderful food that we have. Lemonade. Got some grape soda. All right, well, we're going to eat our hazelnut spread bowl. We full to bursting, just about stuffed. 78 and going up. Awesome. We've got stuff to make food. That's the big thing. Ooh, we can prepare bechamel sauce. Prepare pie dough. Prepare shortbread cookies. We can make cookies, fam. Since I brought that rolling pin back. Oh, I guess there was already one in here, unless I just put that away. But we could make ourselves some cookies. That might be a next stream thing. Butchering one and pottery one. I think what I might try to do, I'm going to let my character sleep. And then I think I might try to spend the next day or two reading over those books. We'll get the gasoline I think then that might be a good way to round out tonight's stream. There's a little bit of rhyming in there too. All right, well, if it's 5:30 in the morning, don't mind if we do. Let's go ahead and just get our morning going with this bowl of oatmeal. Love that we are strong. We've gained all of our weight back. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, let's go get ourselves some water if we need it. I'm gonna fill all of these up. Make ourselves some more oatmeal. Bowl of oatmeal to add our butter as a base. There we go. We've added our butter. We will add some hazelnut. Add a little bit of hazelnut spread to it. Nice. Let's go ahead and add some cinnamon. Okay, did I run out of cinnamon? Yes, I did. Gonna add sugar cubes. I'll add a little bit of sugar cubes, why not? All right, and then, oh, and I still have a normal water bowl. Creative fruits. Have I run out of stuff to pour oatmeal? I might have. Oh no. What a time. Bechamel. Bechamel. I don't know how to pronounce that. Whatever that sauce is. Welcome, Kitten Rit. Glad to see you. You know, while we do this, I'm going to play the Camp Foltz theme. Bechamel. Bechamel. More gunshots in the distance. Yeah, sorry about the cheese grater. My apologies. Welcome, everyone. experience is almost level 3. We up to 2,000 Zeds unalived yet? Not quite yet. We are at 1,164 with 3 months, 3 days, and 9 hours in. I went and I recouped our one of the vehicles that was a park ranger vehicle, a park ranger truck that I had been looking at for a decent amount of time. And we are using that as our scouting vehicle now. We found an antique stove, or just an old stove, I guess is what they've recalled it or renamed it now. We're kind of in that process of finishing the intensive scouting of Riverside and getting ready to kind of haul ourselves back to Camp Foltz for a different taste. We've had a lot of violence over the last several episodes. So who knows, maybe over the next couple of episodes, you're going to get more of a building arc here as we start to prep more for winter. It is October 10th, 60 degrees outside. So as part of that preparation for winter, right, we have spent a decent amount of time reading our skill books to upskill and finding more books to, better prepare ourselves. We've fixed our caloric problem. We are now at 80 kilograms and ascending still. Oh, when is my birthday? My birthday is Valentine's Day. Of all days to be birthed. Now we're about to finish butchering, which this is great because then when we go back and start killing the animals that we have encountered in the world, we will get more experience. We need to build like a drying rack and all that stuff. We might need to get a trailer to be able to haul that stuff. All right, well, we have finished that book. Time to read Ancient Pottery. Oh, and maybe before we do that, let's eat our bowl. All right, we will continue resting while we read about pottery. Harry Pottery. I'm going to play some more what I would deem... I marked this as peaceful exploration music, but somebody's screaming. Somebody's out there dying in the north. This is considered peaceful exploration, but it's like floaty. I gotta load up more of the music that I've recently made now that I've kind of got my stream deck in order. I was focusing a lot more in the beginning on just the elements of the stream. Now I need to kind of put everything together and really solidify it. Yeah, dude, yeah, my B-Day is easy to remember. Easy to fall in love with at birthday. Because everyone's fallen in love on that day. It wasn't so bad when you're a child, and you're just like, oh man, whatever, at least it's my birthday. I don't have Valentine. But the older that you got, the more you started to realize you're like, oh man, people are getting busy on my birthday. And maybe I'm just stuck sitting around doing nothing, but last several years have been fantastic. My wife made my birthday a special day where I didn't used to feel it was as special. All right, we're gonna skim forward here. almost done with this book. Gonna finish 2 books in one day. We've done it. 2 books in one day. Animal care. I think that's the next one that I need to do. Carpentry level 3. Yeah, see, I keep getting excited over this and it's not the right one. And I think our tracking is only level 2. Yeah, no, it's still level 1. And we are left with the silence. Well, I think that the last one that we're able to read here is our animal care. For now, at least. Oh no. I was like, is my flashlight out? What's going on? You might get some good tips on cooking green eggs. Literacy level 1 million. He's learning about pottery. He's learning about butchering. All right, we will turn that on. Where the hell's the bed? There it is. Did I not lay down? What's going on? Wake up at 3:50 a.m. Can't get back to sleep. Is it because I'm hungry? Okay. Well, if my character is hungry and I won't read, or I won't eat, won't rest. God damn it, I can't. I'm losing my bearings. My wife was just in here with my cat. All right, well, we will speed read through animal care and then we will get some gasoline. Yeah, we'll be able to finish this. And then that gives us, I mean, like, look at how many different skills that we have our XP bonuses on. Oop. We don't have one. We've not read a single book for foraging, but god damn it if we aren't survivors. I need tracking level 1, trapping. We're going to finish it. We're going to finish this book, and then we'll drink water, and then we'll eat. Haha. Chrome sink. Get ourselves some water. Yep, so now we at least have a multiplier on taking care of our animals. So some of the tedious stuff that we need to do, that we need to grind. Ooh, is this out of battery? Yes, it is. Wow. It's okay. I have like 500 million batteries. Do I get to finally tap into my batteries? A box of batteries. I will grab one. One whole box. Unpack the box of 12. Insert the battery. Wham bam. All right, now what am I doing down here? I just, out of instinct, walk down here and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the book. Oh, look, now I can pack these into a box. All right, and then we got our normal books. All right, we have Animal Care 1 and 5, Blacksmithing 2, Butchering 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, and then this is tracking, not trapping. All right, I'm gonna put this box of batteries up in here. I'm gonna turn this flashlight off. All right. Yeah, wow, our 4 sticks of butter have lasted us for a very, very long time. Now, unfortunately for us, I think that we have finally emptied the oats. I don't think that we have any more oats. Got jars of onions. We got Wheaties. Liquid options. Show craft recipes. A bowl of cornflakes. Okay, hang on. Let's stand right here. I'm missing the required items. What do I need? Cow's milk. Well, don't I have cow's milk? I thought I did. Do I not have it? Or was I standing in the wrong area? There's there's cow's milk. Let's put this in here. Let's take the Wheaties. Did I have a spoon in here? I have the spoon in here. Let me go grab it. There's a dirty joke in there somewhere. We finally emptied the oats. Show craft recipes. Oh, okay, bowl with cow's milk. So I have to pour the bowl. Liquid options, transfer liquid. Pouring into the bowl. Capacity 300 ml. Let's pour. Can I drag that? There we go. Pour the bowl of milk. And then once you've got the bowl of milk, make a bowl of cereal with the Wheaties. Ah. And then with the bowl, you can add salt. Let's put some sugar cubes in there. Let's add a little bit of chocolate kisses. And some hazelnut spread. Yeah, there you go. And you're eating it with a spoon. That way he's not going to lose happiness. All right, we're gonna do that again. All right, liquid options. Transfer liquid, and we'll do the cow's milk into the bowl. Oh God, let's pull that down this way. Cow's milk into the bowl. Pull. Then we will take the empty bowl, plop that there. Pour the rest of it. Bam. Make a bowl of cereal from the Wheaties. All right, and then we will make another bowl of cereal from the Wheaties. Apparently we don't want to put margarine in there. Not sure who's putting salt on their Wheaties, but if you do that, more power to you. Put a bag of chocolate. Whoa, goddamn. Add some hazelnut in there. Yeah, look at that. Nice. All right, we're hungry again, so we're gonna eat another bowl. The bag or the milk, my goodness, the cereal lasts a decent amount of time if you store it properly. All right, it's 2:50 p.m. Let's go get us some gasoline, fam. Now, I don't think that there's any other additional thing for us to be aware of that we need to pull here. Nope. Our fishing line, all that other stuff. Okay, cool. Let's go get our gas. So where we need to go where we are from this house, we need to go up the street, hang a left, and then just kind of go around that corner and we can make it to the gas station. All right. All right, so we're gonna do our best to not use the vehicle as a weapon here. There's the lickety split. And we're back at the gas station, fam. All right. We are going to turn. Before I turn this on, let me make sure I didn't get followed by any friends that I don't want. Okay, there's one. I can handle one. Let's go manage the friend that we have here. There's two, there's three. Okay. We'll get the stragglers. 4. Yeah, there's 3 left. All right. And I still see two more walking this way. So let's, well, this guy's got a hatchet buried in him. Let's take it. I always want hatchets. Anything to chop down trees, really. And us being so full. Dude, 83. Yeah, we're gaining weight. Which is good. I would rather have weight. What does Francisco do at 420? Does he do squats? I don't know. I don't got the marijuana mod on this. I think I saw some people playing a multiplayer server that had them smoking weed or something like that. I was like, that's an interesting thing. Got to calm down in the zombie apocalypse. And I believe that's the police station. Yeah, right across the street, but we still haven't been able to really do much there. All right, we're going to turn this guy on. We're going to refuel from the gas pump. I feel like I'm hearing something. Hang on. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, it's the wind. All right, we're going into the backpack here, or sorry, into the truck. And we want to fill all of these up. So let's put them on the ground. Do I have to hold it? Take fuel. Hang on. Gonna make me hold it like an idiot. Filling up the gas cans here. Not so bad when you gotta do a gas run every now and then, but like having gas is an important thing. All right, put the gas cans back in the car. Let's go ahead and fill this jerry can up as well. And that generator's got, yeah. We'll add the fuel. Better than antidepressants. Yeah. There's definitely a mod for cannabis. All right, we will place that can back on the ground. All right, and then we should have a full tank of gas. 100%. And a car that is in good shape. So I'm gonna drive around the town really quick and we're gonna do a scout run. We're gonna see what the world looks like in Riverside. Hugo Plush, Sports, there's the Food Mart. Yeah, this is the mail service that we had been in. Wow, okay, lots. What the fuck is in that guy? Okay, that's just his bag. Yeah, there's a lot of Zeds over here. Lola Limon. There's Knox Bank. Okay, so now we're back to the side of town that we've kind of been working on. Which is good because I kind of want to see what is in store over here. We're just going to kind of drive ourselves around the immediate area and scout what we can see. Kind of understand the placement of the hordes. This is the fancy neighborhood that we were in. You can drive all the way around the city here. Okay, yep, there's a decent amount over there. All right, and then we don't want to leave the town. So we're gonna whip it back around. Ooh, look at that car. A landscaping vehicle. Let's see, are these guys heading toward me? No, they're not. All right, well, now we're in the back of the rich neighborhood. Oh boy. Fertilizer, stone blocks, a lot of fucking plastic bags, sacks of dirt. How much does this truck hold? 88. A seed packet for Marigold. Okay, well, this car is also in decent shape. Oh look, we got zombies walking past our vehicle over there. Yeah, this car is fine. This landscaping vehicle, likely from Filibuster, Busta Rhymes. Now these Zeds in this area, there's a decent amount. All right, we're gonna drive through this area here. Watch this. And we're driving around. Try not to use the vehicle as a weapon if I can help it. Oh God. All right, so the rich neighborhood definitely has a lot of friends in it. Nothing that we cannot handle though. Oh my God. He says. All right, let's keep hauling ass down the road here. And this is the school. Okay, cool. Oh no, I ran over a raccoon. So yeah, we've got a decent idea of what lays beyond now. Oops. There we go. That's more what I was going for. Okay, let's... All right, my friends. We have been streaming for a little over 3 hours now. Here is the state of the game as we know it. Mr. Francisco Foltz has traveled a great long distance from Echo Creek, and we have left Camp Foltz behind for several weeks now as we left Echo Creek to take on bigger and badder fish in Riverside. We now have our bearings, understanding kind of what is out there in Riverside, what needs left exploring. We've got a scouting vehicle, another vehicle that we're going to take to haul things back to Camp Foltz. We've been doing a lot of prep work here. There's still more food that we're going to need to kind of consolidate back at the house. But for the sake of our survival right now, I mean, we're pretty solid, shacked up in this house with a basement. But I'm thinking that the next stream or so is going to be us taking the scout vehicle, going, grabbing the rest of the food from the Gigamart, going around these homes, clearing out the Zeds, consolidating all of the resources, and then we're going to probably take 1 to 2 trips. We're probably going to do this in like piggybacking because we have a safe house that is close enough that we might as well, you know, try to drop stuff off at this house and then go from this house back in the direction of Echo Creek so that we can set up more permanent residence at Camp Foltz, do some fishing, do all that fun stuff. Yeah, we need like drying racks, things like that. I want to swing by Coal Field over here to see if we can get some ammunition. But Riverside is kind of running a little bit dry now. I feel like we've got our bearings of this space. Oh, look, okay, yeah, we got the old stove now. And I think I can remove a bunch of these. But we do have a lot of guys. Let's see, we whipped around here. Yeah, there's a lot in here. We were whipping around this way. Yep. There's a bunch of Zeds scattered in there. We got a bunch of them scattered in here. Definitely a bunch on this road over here. Yeah, I think I saw kind of a couple that were bunched over here. These Zeds grouped up over there. Time to try out forest adjacent or ocean front. Now there is a forest and a little spot that we can camp south of Riverside, but I really, long-term goal have been wanting to build up Camp Foltz, and Camp Foltz is close enough to some other points of interest that we have yet to really discover. We now have our bearings and our health stuff kind of taken care of. Oh God, I should probably go inside. It's getting a little bit dark. So we're gonna end the night inside of our home here. And Yeah, we'll eat our bowl. All right. Let's eat our bag of chocolate kisses bowl of Wheaties fresh. Yeah, man, we're gonna get fat now. We're gonna become overweight. We're gonna have to deal with that, which I feel like is better to start the winter overweight than underweight. Okay, yeah, let's sleep. Four o'clock in the morning. All right. Let's take a seat. Well, my friends, stick around for the outro. Thank you so much for joining me for 3 hours worth of your time. I am just some dude on the internet. I've been streaming Project Zomboid 1 to 2 times a week. I've been trying to shoot for that twice a week here, just doing live streams. I've got plans for post-production content as well so that we can kind of compile this beautiful journey together for those of us that don't have all of this time in the world. So if I can ask you one thing, if you have not already clicked like and subscribe, please do so. And when you click subscribe, click that little notification bell that lets the algorithm know that you want to see more of my content, and will notify you immediately whenever I'm uploading. Feel free to share the stream, share any videos of mine that you enjoy with others. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, everyone.